Hey guys, so today what we're going to be doing is an electronic unit on Arduinos. We're going to actually begin doing a Knight Rider light, and I actually have it built right here. You can see that it's actually scrolling through the lights, as you can see there. It's starting to scroll through each one of those lights. That's actually the Knight Rider sequence. We've done this on a breadboard now, but I'm actually going to have you guys do this virtually, and it's really cool. Even if you don't have access to a breadboard or LEDs or Arduino, you can build this on our Tinkercad circuits. So what we're going to do is, first thing we need to do is change the code, and normally this is actually in blocks, and so you can either have it in blocks or you can have it in text. Well, I want it in not all text, and then I'm going to actually have to change this code right here. So we're going to go like this. In the folder that I'm going to download this video, you should be able to get this. So right now I have this document that has all the code. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to copy that, and this is the same code right here in the original Arduino. So if we go ahead and we copy that and then we go to our code right here, we should be able to paste it right in there. So that should be right there. Then we can hide that code right there. Now what we're going to do, this has code, so then it also has a breadboard and it also has an Arduino. So it's using all three of our tools in this case. Now the first thing I always have to do is I always have to check to make sure which way the lights go. And I actually do know, but I'm just going to check just so that you can see what's going on and see how the circuit is actually working. So really, essentially what we're going to do is we're going to go like here, we're going to go assume the circular side is the positive side. That's one way you can tell. If it's a longer end, it's also positive, so that's another way. And I'm going to actually do this properly, so I'm going to go from here to here, and then from my resistor all the way back to ground. Okay? Now, I'm going to color code this just because I think it's always good to color code. On this intermediate one, I'm going to make orange, and then this one right here, I'm going to make black. Okay, so hopefully that should light up my light when I start. It does. It lights up my light, and it doesn't burn out my light. That's the key thing. So what we're doing is we're essentially just doing this, but we're going to do it on the breadboard, and then we're going to attach it to the Arduino. So the high power cords, these cords right here, the red ones, are going to go 7 through 2. That's what the code does. If we look in our code, really all it's telling us to do is pin 7 through pin 2, it's going to give us a high to turn on the high pin. That's really all it is. The low pin is the off pin, which is the low pin, and in this case our code is just going to take the ground pin from the ground of the Arduino. So really all that's happening is we're putting a high pin in on 7 through 2. So that's really what it's doing, but it's doing it in an orderly fashion. So it's not just doing it in one way, it's actually ordering them down. So that's actually how we see, in this case, not just one light at all lighting up at the same time. They actually have a sequence to them. So that's kind of a cool thing. And that's something that we can do with integrated circuits, and that's really what Arduino really is. So what we're going to do, I'm going to delete all this stuff. We don't need our 9-volt battery because guess what? Our Arduino is already a 9-volt battery for us. So it provides the power. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to rotate these guys. And I'm going to start on pin 2. So on pin 2, I'm going to go to the negative rail for the resistor. And then I'm going to go like right here with this LED, I'm going to go down. So I want to actually rotate that guy too. So I'm going to rotate it. I want it all the way like that. So the round side is the positive side. So don't want it hitting the resistor. So I'm going to go into G. So this is the positive side right here. Now that is going to connect to pin 7. So I might as well just do it right now. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go all the way up like this. And then I'm going to connect this to pin 7. Now, I don't like connecting to the same one because you wouldn't really physically ever do that. So I'm going to connect this to H or F. You can hardly see F, so I'm going to connect it to H just because it's easier for you to see. And that one, in this case, I'm going to make that a red value. Now, all of these are red. Now, I'm going to make it identical to the one that I actually made on physically. So I'm going to say this is yellow. You can play with whatever color you really want. Okay, so let's rotate again. So we're going to rotate like this. We're going to go like this. So instead of 2, we're going to go to, we're going to skip 2. So 3, 4, 5, we're going to go like that. Then we're going to go like this. We're going to rotate this guy. Again, we have to rotate it all the way around. Okay, and then we're going to put this one right in pin. We want to skip 2, 1, 2. Okay, actually want this one on 6. Okay, because we want to skip 2 between each of these LEDs. It's still in R, so we're or it's still in G. Sorry, so we're in G5 and G6 with the LED, and the resistor is in J6, and then the ground rail. Okay, so again, I'm going to be kind of silly, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to make this the same way that I have on mine. So if I go like this, oh, I went too far, so I'm going to escape. You can always hit escape to get out of the lines that you have. Okay, so I'm going to go all the way to H again. This one is on mine is white. White. Yep, it's white. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead. We're going to do the next one. Really is pretty simple from this point on. You can kind of see the pattern that's emerging. So we're going to go 2 down. So 1, 2. We have this is going to be in pin 9 and pin 10 of G. And then we're going to go ahead. We're going to rotate our resistor. So again, the resistor is going to go into pin 10 and the ground rail. Okay, so again, I'm going to keep common with what I have. And in this one, I have then a green rail. So we're going to go like this. There we go, to the high pin there. Good. So then we're going to go to the next one, and I'm going to rotate it again. And that looks good. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to go 2 pins down, which is in G, and 2 pins down, so that's 13, G13 and G14. So then our resistor right here, we're going to rotate. Oops, I rotated too much. I like having these go this way. Okay, so then it doesn't matter your resistance direction. It can happen. It can be either way. So again, so that's going to be pin 14J to the rail, and then we're going to go ahead. Oh, I forgot to actually put in my code here, or my wire here. So this wire, I'm going to actually have it be blue. Okay, so I'm going to make that one blue. There we go. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead, we're going to rotate the next one. Alright, again, the high pin is the round, and that's the power pin, the positive pin. Okay, we're going to put that in 17G and 18G. Then we're going to go ahead, we're going to rotate our resistor. Okay, so that's going to be an 18J to the negative rail. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put in our pin. In this case, after the blue, I had a white one. And again, that's totally random. Why did those colors other than I kind of like a lot of color? And also it is following what I actually did. So there we go. Then we're going to go ahead, we're going to rotate this, and we have our last one. So hopefully this will work for us. We'll see in a second. Okay, so we're going to put the high pin up here, which is the round part. We're going to go down to, we're going to be in pin 21G and 22G. Then we're going to rotate this. Oh, I did rotate it too much. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead from 22J to the ground pin. Now, the last one that I have here is a yellow, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go like this. Here, and then here. And I'm being careful not to actually attach it to anything, any real pin in here. It's just at the breaking point between these, I'm actually breaking it so that it moves in. Again, I don't want it to be actually attached to any of these holes here, because then that would actually be in the circuit, and I don't want to short. Okay, the last thing, we always need a ground pin. So I'm going to go ahead, and in this case, I did my ground pin at the bottom. The drawing that we started with did not. It did it in a different place. But I think it makes a little bit more sense to have the ground pin go into the bottom pin here. So Notice these are all attached. These all go to where they should. There's 2 segments in between each one of these. And let's go ahead and see if we get anything. Yay! Hey, there we go. We got Knight Rider. Sweet. So we got the Knight Rider lights, and it's working identical. So it's identical to the actual circuit that I have here. You can even see that these guys right here actually have the same color codes as well. Just a sec. I'm going to unplug it, make sure that we can see this a little bit easier. But this actually should be virtually identical to what we have on the screen, which is kind of cool. So that should be pretty much the same thing. Again, if it was really critical, this might actually be a little bit easier to see. It's kind of mirror image of what you see on the screen there. So that should be the Knight Rider lights. Woohoo! It's a scrolling light that turns on in an orderly sequence. It's really cool what you can do with Arduinos. They are very powerful. They're very powerful controllers for the amount of price they are. They're around $26, and you can get them actually cheaper than that if you don't go with the actual brand. But again, they're about $26, and yeah, it's not really that expensive, and they're really high tech technology. All right. Well, I hope you visit more of my Tinkercad electronics, and we go ahead and explore some more of the lessons that we have for us. All right. Well, again, I'm Chris Schomburg, and I love STEM, and I hope that you enjoy STEM and Makerspace.
Hi, this is Chris Schomburg, and today we're going to talk a little bit about electronics, but specifically we're going to use the Arduinos. We've never used these before. Well, we started out with the breadboards, and so we're using the breadboard and an Arduino, and then we're actually putting in code into this Arduino through our computer to then go ahead and get these lights. This is actually Knight Rider lights, so this is actually from the theme movie and TV series Knight Rider. But basically it's just a scrolling of lights, so it's going all the way through and all the way back. What we're going to need to know how to do this, it's cool to be able to do this in person, and in a lab we could do that, but we also have Tinkercad, so we can do this all online. So this is a project that you can make and build and do everything in Tinkercad, and every single one of you should have the ability to do that. You just need to join Tinkercad and then go into Tinkercad circuits, and then you should be able to build this. Now, to build this particular device, you will need Arduino Uno, so you'll need to pull one of those into the screen. You'll need to also have a breadboard, and you will need 6 LED lights and 6 resistors. 1 kilo ohm resistors is the best to use for this. And then you'll have to attach each of these you'll have one to ground, and the ground pin will go to all these resistors, and then the ground pin goes from the resistor up to the negative leg of the LED. And then the positive goes to one of these signals from between 4 and 7. So the first one is signal 7, this one's signal 6, signal 5, signal 4, signal 3, signal 2. And so basically that's how this is all wired, and that's how actually this all works. Again, it's a circuit, it goes in a circle, the power is all coming in on the power lead of the LED, and then the negative, it's then going through the resistor and then going to the negative ground, back into the ground terminal, into the Arduino Uno. Well, please continue to work on a lot of these projects. I'm going to call them the small sandbox kit. You guys have worked with these in the past, and if you haven't, it's really a good learning tool to learn about a lot of new electronics.
A shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist.